As far as Brawl the Wild, we've talked about it just a little bit. Kind of want to get your guys' reaction. Kind of a blowout game, 37-7. Did not see that score coming personally one bit. But Fritz, why don't we start with you and we'll go around just kind of any reaction there.
Well, it kind of reminded me of the last two games where the home team got momentum and just didn't give it back. There's a couple times where I thought MSU might make some noise. Malott had a 46-yard gash run, and then they went backwards and missed a goal in the first half. They had a pretty disastrous end of the first half where they thought they were going to get off a Hail Mary and eat up the last 5 seconds on the clock. Instead, took a huge sack and left a second on the clock, and then they wrote the kicker, and then they gave up a 33-yard field goal after that 15-yard penalty. So now they're down 20. Then they score to start the second half. Then they give up a kickoff return. And even after that, they had a heck of a time completing passes, but Malott put one right on time to Cola's hands that might have been a touchdown, would have been a huge gain. And he dropped it. And I don't know, the Cats just weren't ready to play. And the other thing that sticks out with that is, Sean Chambers, I think, is one of the top 5, maybe one of the top 3 players in the whole conference. And in their 2 league losses, they just haven't played him. They got behind and they don't play him. And somebody finally broached that subject with Vegan on Monday, and he agreed. He said, yeah, we need to figure out a way to get him in the game more. So those are the things that really hung with me after that blowout loss.
Yeah, a lot of mistakes from Montana State, and the Chambers thing definitely jumped out at me as well. How about you, Ian?
Yeah, Fritz mentioned it a little bit, but just that huge start by the Montana offense, scoring 17 points on their first 3 drives, with a start for them in a big rivalry game like that, Big Sky title on the line and everything. The Montana defense as well, holding firm on all 4 of MSU's 4th down attempts. It's not even like they were crazy distance. I think one was 4th and 1, 2 of them were 4th and 5, and then one was 4th and 6 or 7. So shout out to them, just holding firm, not allowing them to continue their drives there is clearly a big part of the win.
Yeah, no, that's such a momentum changer when you stop a team going forward on 4th down. How about you, Mark?
Well, I think my initial reaction is I think Montana State just missed another tackle. I mean, they just I watched the first half last night just to kind of get ready for this and see how, I fell asleep at halftime, but the stuff I saw in the first half was like, I mean, man, there was one play that I saw they missed the tackle right after the handoff, then he got outside and they missed, the next guy missed, I must have missed like 6 tackles on one play. And it was like, good gosh, if you can't even tackle Montana, obviously you're not going to beat them. And then I was thinking, Fritz was talking about, and Josh about Chambers. I was wondering about that. That's kind of tough when you have maybe your 2 best guys on the team are play the same position and it's both quarterbacks. So, and how do you get both of them on the field for more snaps? Maybe that's something they need to think about.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. That was kind of my biggest takeaway was the Sean Chambers thing. And, yeah, no, the Grizzlies do have some shifty guys, but they're not that shifty that they should be breaking every single tackle. The Bobcats were just flat out missing it. No, for sure. And, yeah, no, that was my big takeaway, just the lack of Sean Chambers. For his first appearance in the game was that play late in the first half Fritz mentioned. You throw the guy kind of into the fire there. 0 touches in the first half till the final play. Didn't see him much in the second half. He had 14 rushing touchdowns, 9 passing touchdowns heading into the game, and you barely see him. It's just kind of a head-scratcher. I've given a lot of praise to that coaching staff, but that's the first thing in a while I'm like, you got to get that guy involved. There's really no way of beating around the bush. He's too good not to. And for the Griz, just kind of, Ian mentioned it, but that defense is just makes stop after stop. Every time they need a big play, they make it. I feel like they can have the defense to make a run deep into the playoffs. That's a championship kind of defense. I think they could compete against a team like the South Dakota State Jackrabbits. It'll be a matter of getting there, but we'll talk about that more later. But it's hard to hold down the Bobcats offense, and they made them look pedestrian, and nobody's done that in a while. So that was pretty impressive. Idaho locked them down for half the game. Second half, Bobcats still got it rolling. This one, Montana just put it on them. So, no, that was impressive. Moving along,